potential.
How is that? Huh. What's up, Luca? Yeah, I'm just practicing my level. I'm trying to practice if I want to run from level 1 on the fresh servers when they launch straight to the dwarf area. We'll see. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to get through Westfall. Yeah, it'll be hardcore, yeah. Hardcore run. Hardcore fresh servers launch in 7 days. Next Thursday. It'll be a tough run, yeah.
Listening. Del Nadres.
Yeah, we could level Teldrassil. Actually, the biggest reason is, and we probably will level Teldrassil to probably level 5. I just want to see how hard it would be to do it at level 1. Teldrassil gives us one advantage, which is it's a great place to level up herbalism. But the one thing that starting the dwarf area is going to give us is a quick way to make money. Because on a fresh server, there's going to be so many dwarves and gnomes leveling through the area where there's the quest to kill the bears, the boars, and the yetis. And so there's just going to be an absolute insane abundance of leather that's just going to be lying on the ground that people aren't skinning. So, we take that opportunity to just basically sit around and skin like crazy, make ourselves some pretty decent money. And I probably am going to do leveling without doing quests. I may not limit myself. I'll probably do maybe some quests, but I'll do like 90% no quests probably. I have to do the hunter quest to get my pet, obviously, so I got to do that quest. But outside of getting the pest, outside of doing class quests, I probably won't do any quests.
Well met. Farewell.
No, this is what we're trying to do, Luca. This is the design. Yeah, I've done it both ways.
With a sigh, you turn away with a deep
I'm just checking out if I can make the run to the dwarf area at level 1. But honestly, I probably won't be doing this on the fresh servers. What I'll do is do what I normally do on a melee hunter, which is I'll level to like level 5, and then I'll head through Westfall and go to and level in the Stormwind human starting area from level 5 to like level, I don't know, 7 or 8. And then from there I'll go ahead and head over to the dwarf starting area and start doing dwarf starting area quests. Actually, I'm not doing quests though, so I don't think I'm going to do any quests outside of the class quests. So yeah, but I probably will stick in the Elder Soul at least until level like I may stick there until like level 8, maybe even level 10. I don't know. It just depends. I mean, there is good herbs there. I mean, herbing in Elder Soul is fantastic. So it's also, herbing is also really good in the dwarf area though too. So I just thought it'd be fun at level 1 to run over to the dwarf area. You probably won't see a whole lot of, on a hardcore server, you're probably not going to see a lot of level 1 night elves running around the dwarf starting area. Not on a hardcore server. Most people are going to be like, screw that, So it was just more that I just thought that'd be kind of fun. Like, hey, here I am. What's up, dwarves? Interesting, I'm in the general Westfall chat. Not really in Westfall yet. Right, close. There's a lot of videos on YouTube about how Blizzard's killing Season Discovery, Blizzard's killing current Classic Era realms by releasing all the fresh realms, that they're literally destroying existing realms, which to a certain point is true. And that's why I said that what they need to do is start releasing time frames on these things, saying we're going to launch this server, on such and such a day, and then we're going to progress through like this expansion, this expansion, this expansion, and then the server's going to get shut down. And if you want to transfer your character off to some other realm, you can, but that's it, Shit, my wife's texting me. Oh, sorry. Alright, I gotta do something for my wife. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I should have probably just set my character to swim while I was AFK. It's weird. It's weird. I am excited. Actually, I am excited, but it's kind of a. I am excited for Fresh, but it's kind of a double-edged sword. I feel sorry for all the people that have established characters on other realms where they wanna play on those realms and keep the realms like popular with a lot of people and be active. I feel like that really hurts. Hey, what's up, Leslie? No, this is not OnlyFans. I mean, I don't know what OnlyFans is doing. OnlyFans was gonna do something I thought this month, but now that the Fresh servers are coming out, it makes me wonder if the Soda Poppin and those guys in OnlyFans actually knew the release date of. I can only assume. I'm pretty sure. I would 99.9% bet that OnlyFans knew that. Actually, I changed that. I am 100% certain that OnlyFans knew that Fresh servers were coming on November 21st of this month because they were going to do the OnlyFans kind of thing on. Was OnlyFans? It wasn't hardcore though. Wasn't OnlyFans just regular vanilla Fresh? I just vanilla. I think it was, but they were going to do it earlier, and then they postponed it till November. So I guarantee you, they had some sort of side of insider information. Was it hardcore? Okay, well, yeah, I'm guarantee you they had some insider information around the fact that they were going to do Fresh on November 21st, so they put it off until then, which makes perfect sense. Yeah, I don't know about the OnlyFans. I mean, I don't know what the server names. Maybe you guys know. I don't know if they've released actual names. I don't think they have actual names of the servers, the hardcore servers that are coming out. I was trying to decide whether I wanted to do a protection paladin or a melee hunter, but I think I'm going to do a melee hunter because melee hunter is really fun in hardcore, and it also is just fun to piss people off because people hate they don't understand when I play melee hunter. They're like, you can't play melee hunter. You can't do damage. Melee hunter sucks. And then I top the damage meters, and they. But anyways, I think I mean I would imagine they're probably Horde. Yeah, I play Alliance, so I like Night Elves, so I'm usually Alliance. So I won't be a part of the actual OnlyFans. Yeah, Shamans are fun. I won't be part of the OnlyFans, unfortunately. I'm a little bit. I don't want to throw too much shade at those guys, but those people, the people in OnlyFans and some of those streamers, they've got pretty big egos. Let's just be honest, and they're not the kind of people that are probably that easy to play with. I mean, I can't. I'm older, so having to deal with those kids and their egos would probably kind of put me off, to be honest. I just kind of laugh at them. But yeah, I think a lot of people. Oh, is that what it is? Oh, hey, thanks, Lost. So I would imagine. I don't know where OnlyFans. I don't know what server I'm going to go on yet. Does anybody know? What do you think, guys? Anixie or Molten Core? I'm kind of leaning towards Molten Core. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Nixia Mountain Core. I think I'll have to. I'll go talk to some of the other Discord servers I'm a member of. Just see, put some feelers out there and see where everybody's going. But because the way I plan on leveling this character, I'll probably fall behind because I don't plan on doing a lot of quests. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I will do dungeons. I mean, doing melee hunter. Doing melee hunter in dungeons is fun because I get out DPS other people. And then usually it takes them about half the dungeon run to figure out that I'm not using a bow. Although I do hybrid melee. You know that. So with hybrid melee, what I do is I allow for the use of Serpent Sting only, right? And I only use it to engage, right? Like, so when a fight starts, I will shoot Serpent Sting. If there's multiple targets, I might try to Serpent Sting up, like, multiple targets, and then I'll engage. I'll move in and do damage, do melee damage, drop my traps, get my pet in there, and bash people in the face. I don't know this. I don't know the song, Laser. I don't know that song. What do you think the chances of me making through Westfall level 1 on live are? Anyone want to take any bets? I have to run through Westfall and Elwyn Forest at level 1. Here, let's do let me pick some different music. Something that's going to inspire me not to die. What do you expect me to do? I expect you to die, Mr. Bond. You can make it. We'll see. Let's get busy. Yeah, Murloc's a skull. That crab's is level 13. Oh! That scared the shit out of me. It scared the fucking shit out of me. I'm like, holy fuck. Somebody just threw a grenade at me. Ooh. This is the hard part right through here. Luckily that wolf there, we got some luck so far. The wolf's dead ahead of me. We got to make a beeline for the hill here. We got the vulture. Oh, this is going to be... Okay, the boar is not going to attack us. The wolf's dead, but there's another wolf. Shit. Okay, so we got some problems. This wolf is a problem. Right? The vulture's a problem. There's a fucking wolf at. The wolf's a big problem. And we got another vulture. This is going to be rough. That vulture's going to be a problem. Wolf's coming at me. That bow, we're okay there. I need this vulture to move off. He moved off, and now I need the wolf to move off. Okay, wolf is moving the wrong direction. Alright, we're gonna try it. Oh shit, the vulture's coming back. Alright, we're good. I think we're good. Okay, we should be... Okay. Getting some desync issues or something. Yeah, WoW's got some more issues going on it than it used to. Let me get rid of curves. I don't know, something's screwing up the graphics a little bit. Oh well, whatever.
Small manipulations, palest invitations, test the limitations of my grip, of my grip, of my grip.
Yeah, I see some screen shearing or some shit. Does that help? Not really. Okay, so we can run from the Night Elf area to Stormwind at level 1 pretty fairly easily. And it took... oh jeez, it took an hour. It took an hour to go from Night Elf starting area to Stormwind. What do you mean? Like how so? I mean, I should. I mean, what do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean. It won't be different. Won't be different in what way? So this is my level. This is my level 60 melee hunter, right? Actually, this is. I don't think this is my melee hunter, is it? Yeah, this is my hybrid. This is my hybrid melee hunter. So you'll see. Let's go to. I don't know, burning stabs, Thorium Point. Let's go to Thorium Point. Just so I can remember some of the rotations. I want to look at some of the macros and stuff I've set up. But this is my like hybrid melee hunter. This is basically what my hunter will be on the new server. This is what we're going for, so. I went to hybrid because I wanted a little bit more DPS. I wanted to feel more like if you guys have ever played like Survival Hunter in the Battle for Azeroth, that was like the first version of the Survival Hunter that I thought was a pretty good hunter, a hunter that had like ranged abilities, but predominantly was doing like a lot of melee damage. You were doing a lot of Raptor Strike and stuff, and you had your harpoon where you could like pull yourself into your target. And you had Poison Dart. And Poison Dart really wasn't like, you didn't need like a ranged weapon to use Poison Dart. So what I was trying to do is I was trying to emulate kind of like the Battle for Azeroth or even Shadowlands style Survival Hunter, where you don't really need a weapon. You can use a melee weapon. Like if you're playing like Shadowlands Survival Hunter, you can use you basically do. You use like a staff, like a two-hand staff. But you still have ranged abilities. You still have Explosive Shot. You still have Poison Dart. And that's what I was trying to somehow figure out. How can we, in Vanilla WoW, do something kind of similar? And the only way I could think of doing that was allowing the hunter, the hybrid hunter, to have access to stings only. So you don't really use auto shot, although sometimes you'll accidentally do an auto shot. But you don't use auto shot, you don't use arcane shot, you don't use concussive shot, you don't use multi shot, there's no aim shot, arcane shot, multi shot, none of that. But you do have the ability to use stings like Viper Sting, Serpent Sting, and Scorpion Sting. Although you really will never use Scorpion Sting, to be honest. So the only stings you ever really use are Serpent Sting and Viper Sting. And usually they're just engaging abilities. So like when I go into a combat situation, I'm usually going to shoot the mob with Viper Sting as I'm moving forward to then go in and smash him in the face with my axe. You know what I mean? And you'd be surprised. Serpent Sting actually does quite a lot of damage. So it's just a nice way to give you a little bit more flavor with the playstyle, but also give yourself a little bit more damage, because you're trying to compete with other people that are doing a lot more damage than you are. And so, it's just unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. But so basically, you're gonna like what you would do is I would send my pet in, right? And as I'm moving in, I'm just gonna do Serpent Sting, and then I'm gonna go right into Raptor Strike. And there you have it. So we could even, let's see, I don't know if we have recount on, and I haven't played this character in a while, so we're not gonna merge pets. Let's take a look at how much damage is my pet doing, right? Yeah, what's up, Expuzin? What's up? Let's do, I don't like this music, so I don't like this particular song. Let's do...
Home is where the heartache is.
Don't worry, but I can only make my own arm weapons. Yeah, you could do that. So here, let's see how much damage like my pet does versus me. So send your pet in, right? You're gonna send Serpent Sting. You're gonna move in. You're going to, maybe do a wing clip. You can immediately do some traps, and that's pretty much it, right? So right there you can see that my pet did 48% of the damage, I did 51%. The damage breakout, melee damage is 26, Raptor Strike 25. Serpent Sting does, like I said, Serpent Sting, 22% of the damage is really strong. And then Emo Trap didn't really have a chance to do a lot because it was, the mob wasn't alive for very long, and then of course Wing Clip. So if you look at that from a melee breakdown, really the only range damage, and really the Serpent Sting is a dot. So it's not really ranged. Actually, Surface Sting isn't range damage because Surface Sting does no damage. When you shoot Surface Sting and it hits the target, it does no damage. The first amount of damage that's calculated is the first tick of the poison damage that is applied by hitting them with Surface Sting. So Surface Sting, even though it's a ranged ability, it's not really ranged. I mean, I guess it's range damage, but it's really you're poisoning the enemy. So it's very similar to the Poison Dart in like Battle for Azeroth or Shadowlands. It's very similar, right? Another thing you can do, a lot of times when I'm leveling on Melee Hunter, right? I'll show you like what I usually do, like, and you want to have, you always on the Melee Hunter, you've got to have a macro that turns your Pet's Growl off. Like, see here, the Pet's Growl is off right now, and then I can turn it back on. Although it doesn't look like it's working right now. I think they broke it. Let's see if we can fix it really quick. They broke it. You have to put the rank in there now, which you didn't used to have to do that. Let's see. Growl rank 7 and what, Cower rank 6? So let's go in here and we're gonna say Growl rank 7. Whoops. Cower rank 6. And then the same thing for my macro. All the way around. 7. This should fix it. Let's find out. You see right now Growl is off, and it's still off, so it's still not working. Oh no, yeah it is. Yeah it is. I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong ability. So you said Growl is on, Growl is off, Cower's on, Growl, you know. So actually, I wonder if it might not have been broken then, because I was actually looking at the wrong icon. So let's just really quickly get rid of this. No, see, it's not working. It's not putting Growl on. So it definitely does. They kind of, it didn't used to require the ranks, but now it does. So yeah, it's really good to be able to control you have to control that, right? Yeah. Yeah. Wyvern Sting, yeah. So yeah, you don't need Growl. Like, Growl's useful for certain situations. Like, another thing you can do, like, basically, as a melee hunter, you're single target pulling a lot of times as you're leveling is you're just going to drop your trap, right? You're going to send your pet in. Your pet's going to hit. You're going to pull the mob back, right? And as mob's coming back, you're going to queue up. Boom, you're going to queue up your Raptor Strike, right? Yeah, and that's pretty common, like single target pull. Also, you have to keep in track what kind of trap do you want to use. Like Immolation Trap, you're going to use on longer lasting targets. You could do an Explosive Trap, but it's very mana intensive. Let's see how much damage. Let's go ahead and merge damage, and then reset the damage meter. Oops, not that. Send our pet in, drop down Explosive Trap. Bring him back. Go ahead and hit Raptor Strike because it'll queue it up, right? I'll turn my pet on Cower, see if I can get some Mongoose Bites in. But it didn't matter. So you can see the damage there was what, 280? 280 DPS per second. Hmm. 280, 259. And these guys are lower level mobs. So let's just go in. Put my pet on passive. Mongoose Bite. I got no mana. You will burn. You will burn through mana very quickly as a melee hunter. Alright, Mongoose Bite. I don't know why I changed stances there. That was kind of weird. But, I mean, I've got really good gear on this character. If you're going to go melee hunter, there's only one weapon choice, melee hunter. You want dual flurry axes. It's not even a question. It's like dual flurry crusader is going to be your by far your most damage. And there's other gear, you know, getting the Savage Glider chain's really nice. It just depends. And there's a lot of gear in vanilla, but so you got to play around. But I mean, you want to go. Another thing you want to do. I don't want to give away all my secrets. I'm not going to give you guys all my secrets. If you guys want to, I actually was going to do a melee hunter guide. People have asked me to do one, and I don't know. I may do one at some point, but there's a lot of little things you can do to increase your damage. You're always going to be like, if you have like up until like pre-raid gear, you can actually out DPS rogues and other hunters as a melee hunter if you know what you're doing, right? If you know what you're doing. But once people start to get raid gear, then you're going to have a hard time keeping up with, you know, like a marksmanship hunter, rogues. Then they're going to start out DPSing you. But up until then, with just pre-raid, you know, pre-raid bis, you can actually compete and actually do as much damage as pretty much almost any other class. But you have to know how to play the class correctly. So, but it's really fun. It's just really super fun. Did I put TP in pet crit? TP. Oh, talent points. Yeah, you basically... Do I still have it open? I guess I thought I had talent. You do. You go into pet. Yeah, you definitely do. So. Alright, like if you're gonna, like I've played around with quite a few builds for Melee Hunter, and the one that, you know, and I'm not saying 100% this is the best build, but I can tell you the one that I think is the best build. I actually like to go all deflection personally. I like to go all deflection because I just like to have that survivability. But if you're going pure DPS, you could put 2 points into monster, or 3 points into monster. You could do this. If you wanted to, you could go 3 points and max this out and drop out. Here, let's see. You could drop points out of there. The problem is once you get to this tier, improve wing clip I think is useless. And entrapment, while it's okay, it's still kind of useless because when you're doing dungeon stuff, mobs die too fast to worry about whether or not they're entrapped. So it's a very niche ability. So I usually do this. To be honest, I do this. And again, I go full improved aspect of the monkey. Again, it's for survivability purposes. I can actually off-tank. On my melee hunter, I can actually off-tank mobs fairly well. So yeah, you're going to go full BM, right? I'm going to go here, I'm going to go here. What else? Here, what am I missing? And then I go here. I'm going to go 2 in sure-footed. I'm going to go 2 on trap mastery. This is like kind of the build. The only difference is this is the build I use for melee hunter in hardcore. The only variations that I might change is sometimes you may, if you really want to, go for more survival. If you really don't want your Feigned Death to be resisted, you could put 1 more talent point. I think it's more important that my traps aren't resisted. Well, I mean, it's kind of a toss-up. Actually, it's kind of a toss-up. You're probably better off going this route, I would say. Yeah, I would say you're probably better off just doing 2 out of 2 improved Feigned Death in 1. You could pull 1 out of hit rating and put it into trap mastery because your traps are really gonna pay dividends for a lot of reasons. But I mean, a lot of your damage, 25% of your damage is from your traps in regular dungeons. I mean, that doesn't count for raids. Melee hunter raids is pretty much garbage. But yeah, this is going to be your best damage, at least in my experience. This is the build that I run. Yeah, I think a lot of people think melee hunter means survival hunter, and that's really not the case. I mean, really, the most important thing in survival, the most important ability, obviously, is Savage Strikes. Savage Strikes, Clever Traps are... You got to have. These are mandatory. If you're going to do melee hunter, you have to have these two abilities. You have to. But, you know, you have to. But then that means you have to be using your traps. I mean, obviously, it's pointless if you're not using your traps. But you've got to... You should be using your traps every single time you can, you know. I mean, always be using your traps, right? You know, I'm going to drop a trap. I'm going to set my pet, right? As soon as my pet hits, I'm going to bring him back. I'm going to go ahead and queue up Raptor Strike, right? And the reason you queue up Raptor Strike is because there's a delay, right? So there is a delay on Raptor Strike, right? See, it says next melee attack, right? But if you hit Raptor Strike way early, it'll trigger like right away. And the other thing, the reason you want to do that is if you're using a wolf and you're using Furious Howl, which is a really good DPS increase, is that way when you're like leveling, you're always gonna like drop your trap, send your pet, bring your pet back, queue up Raptor Strike. Your pet's gonna cast Furious Howl, and boom, that first Raptor Strike is always gonna be buffed with Furious Howl, right? Yeah, I call my melee hunter really a hybrid. Like I said, I allow the use of Serpent Sting as an engagement ability. And again, Serpent Sting really isn't, if you think about it, Serpent Sting is almost like Poison Dart. Again, it's almost like Poison Dart in you know, Battle for Azeroth or Shadowlands, because it doesn't do any physical damage. The Poison Dart, when it hits the target, does no damage. It's the poison dot. It's basically just applying. It's like Shadow Word Pain. Think of Serpent Sting as like a Shadow Word Pain. You know, it's applying a dot that does tick damage, you know? So, you know, I go in here, drop my trap, go ahead and do that. A lot of times, of course, it looks like he's immune to Serpent Sting. Yeah. But yeah, I allow the use of Serpent Sting and Viper Sting and Scorpion Sting, but I mean, it's rare. It's very rare that I never really use Scorpion Sting, and Viper Sting I use in dungeons where we're getting hit by a powerful caster who's kind of on the back line, and he's kind of hurting somebody, maybe he's hitting the healer, and he's already like maybe half mana. I'll go ahead and toss a Viper Sting on him just to try to like take the rest of his mana away. Hold on a second, my wife's texting me. No, she's not. Yeah, I never use that. I never use Scorpion Sting. I just don't think it's. I mean, I don't personally think it's worth it, but you know.
What's on your mind? See you soon.
Yeah. I don't really use it, but it's your shot. I don't know. I mean, let's see, what does it reduce the amount of chance to get crit? Let's see. I mean, I don't really worry about crits too much. Let's see. Do I even have Scorpion Sting on my bar? I don't even think I have it on my bars. I've got Viper Sting, Serpent Sting. Yeah, I mean, that shows you how much I use it. It's not even on my bar. I do have, obviously, Fear Beast, which is really useful. I think that's it. Yeah, I don't even have Scorpion Sting. It reduces the strength and agility by the enemy. That's it. So it's not like it's a, if that reduction in strength and agility reduces their chance to crit, yeah, it will. But again, I'm not really too concerned about it because I mean, most times they're going to be hitting my pet anyway. Having the ability to turn my pet's growl on and off is really important because if I'm taking on like multiple mobs, you have to be able to trade threat. The other thing you want to do is you want to have your threat meter. So see. I'm surprised I don't have it on right now. Yeah, I do have it on. It's just not turned on. I don't know what it's called. Let's see my. Oh, it is there. It's just kind of overlapped. Hold on a second. Okay. So yeah, so I do have. So the threat meter also, you're going to want to have that. All right. So I've got the threat meter. That's really good for rotating threat between me and my pet, and it's also useful, you know, if even in dungeons, you know, against, you know, if I'm pulling threat from maybe the tank or whatever, you know, there's times when that happens, right? Yeah, I mean, I've leveled a couple melee hunters to 60, so, you know. Not doing as much damage as we would like. But I think the best thing though is it's fun. Like melee hunter is a really, it's a very fun class to play. It's very like when you're in a dungeon, there's a lot of mobs around you. I mean, you're being pretty dynamic. I mean, you're running around, you're dropping traps, you're sending a pet on one mob. You might turn your pet's taunt on to pull a mob off of like a healer. You might throw down a freezing trap to peel your healer. You might throw down a slow trap if the group is dying and you want to basically maybe slow them off to give the healer a chance to maybe have their mana pot come back, or the tank's healing pot come back so that they can pot and kind of get back in the fight, kind of like a slow reset on the fight. There's a lot of different things a hunter can do, which is really useful in a hardcore situation. And you can, if you really want to be like a really kind of utility-based hunter, you could go into entrapment. And it is really good, but it's so niche. And when people get really good gear, mobs die really quick in vanilla, so it's not necessarily...
Welcome.
It's just not... You're just not going to use it a lot if you're in a group of good players who are well geared.
Watch your back.
So... How much money? I don't even have any money, do I? 60 gold. But yeah, so I think when the fresh servers launch, we've got what? We've got Molten Core and Onyxia. I'm going to be leveling up a hybrid melee hunter, which is going to be basically replicating this character here. And I'll probably use the same character name, so don't steal my character name, anybody. Yeah, we'll probably create Shady Moon on... I don't know which server I'm going to pick yet. We have Molten Core, Onyxia. I just feel like all the streamers are going to go to Molten Core. I don't know why. I just feel like that's where they'll go. So I'm kind of tempted almost to go to Onyxia. You know? I don't know. But I don't plan on doing a lot of questing. So if I do the no questing route to 60, then it's going to take me a lot longer to get to 60. You know, than questing, obviously. So it might take me like 2 weeks longer than a normal like leveling run. But we will get quite a bit of money. We will get quite a lot of blue drops and stuff like that. Yeah, you can't transfer to a hardcore server. Like you can never transfer to a hardcore server. The servers will be locked. You cannot transfer to the servers. No, 100% not. You cannot transfer. If you're on a hardcore server though, you can, if your character dies, transfer off the server. Like if you have like a character in hardcore, the hardcore server who dies, you can transfer that character to a different server. Not one of the new ones, obviously, but like some other server. But yeah, the servers will be locked, which is the way they should do it. They should be locked. I mean, it's kind of... A fresh server isn't a fresh server if you let people just transfer over with shit tons of gold and shit tons of, high value regions. So yeah, no, yeah, same thing. Hardcore servers will be locked. Yeah, they're all going to be locked. Hardcore and non-hardcore will be locked.
How are you?
Yeah, see, I actually took a lot of my stuff from this character and actually transferred it off this realm. So because I wasn't planning on playing on Skull Rock really, but so I ran from the Night Elf area all the way to Stormwind on this hardcore server. We're now level 2, and I haven't done a single quest, and I haven't killed a single mob. So yeah, it kind of sucks that there's not really anything to do right now
Light be with you.
until
Be careful.
until the servers come out. I don't have them all in here, do I? Nah. No, we do have Mongoose Spine. Yeah, my Raptor Strike actually has, so I could just put Raptor Strike on my thumb button. Nah. I still like having just a plain old auto attack. Yeah, I'll just do that. Yeah, we'll see. I'm really curious to see what the servers are like. No, they're not. They're not out until a week from today. Like if you look at this, the title of this stream, it says "Practice for Fresh Hardcore Realms." I should say for Fresh Hardcore Realms. I should say "Practice Fresh Hardcore Realms" out next week. There you go. Just put that in the title. Yeah, they're out next week, 21st. So. No worries. I just wanted to run from the Night Elf area to the Stormwind at level 1 on a hardcore server, and just make sure I could do that without dying, and I did. But like I said, I won't be doing that. I'll probably level in the. Normally, what I do on a hardcore melee hunter, on a hybrid melee hunter, is because I don't have Serpent Sting yet, and I don't have any stings, so I have no ranged attacks. So really, like 1 to 10 is really brutal. It's really painful on a melee hunter. The way I play the melee hunter is because I can only do melee abilities. So, so usually I just level to level 5 or like level 6, in Teldrassil, and then I come over to the human starting area and I do the human starting quests, and that gets me to like level, like level 8 or like level 8, and then I head over to the dwarf starting area, and then I do the dwarf starting quests, and there's going to be quite a few gray ones, but I like to do. Sometimes I do them. I don't know if I'll do them this time or not, but we can skip those and go straight to. Let's see. We can go straight to whatever that city is right outside of Ironforge, Karanos, I think, and do the quests there. So we basically kind of do the Night Elf starting quest, the human starting quest, and then we do some of the dwarf, like not necessarily the starting quest, but the next set of quests, and then that'll get us high enough level where we're going to have our pet. And we're going to be ready to go. We're going to be ready to rock and roll. Once we get our pet, we're in business. But that level 1 to 10, without using ranged abilities, is really a real big pain in the ass. And what you want to do on the hybrid melee hunter, the way I play it, is you want to get a staff as soon as you can. So that's why starting in the Night Elf area is really nice, because the staff trainer's there. Staff trainer's in Darnassus, so... and you want to pick up skinning and herbalism. So skin everything, pick up every flower, and sell it all. Don't save any of it. Sell it. And then use that money to go to once you get enough money, go to Darnassus, buy staves, training, and buy yourself, there's a staff from the staff vendor there. Buy that. And then, you're going to start hitting a lot harder with a good staff, with Raptor Strike.
Lovely. Lovely.
It sucks though, having to wait a week,
Lovely. Lovely.
Maybe we'll do quests.
Lovely.
What do you guys think? Should I do a no quest run on the fresh hardcore servers with my hybrid melee hunter? Should I do a bloodbath run, which is basically no quests, right? I mean, I'll do my class quests to get my pet, obviously. But should I do a bloodbath run to 60 where I basically don't do any quests? Or should I just go ahead and do the quests? Because obviously I'll level a lot faster. What do you guys think? What would people prefer to watch? Me doing the quests, or just me doing the bloodbath? Bloodbath. Bloodbath.
Lovely.
Bloodbath.
Lovely.
Actually, Quest is faster. Quest is way faster. You're not gonna be able to. You're not gonna be able to level 60 faster grinding mobs. There's no way. I mean, unless you're. I mean, it's not gonna be faster. I guarantee. I mean, I can level. I could level to 20 in like a. I could probably level 20 in a day pretty easily. You know, doing quests. I can't level to 20 in a day grinding mobs. Not on the melee hunter. You can see these mobs really don't do much damage. These wolves don't do shit for damage. But yeah, I mean, it is kind of boring for people watching. I mean, I enjoy grinding. So, you know, my first MMO was Lineage 2, so you can't get a much grindier MMO than that. So I actually didn't quite enjoy grinding. Who did I have? I know I was doing. Whoa, the White Warden. Oh, the White Warden. Check out this Fury Warrior. Oh my god. Let's see. I don't even want to look at this warrior because looking at the warrior is going to make me want to level the warrior. One thing, the classes I loved to level the most in Vanilla WoW are Warrior, Fury Warrior. I love Fury Warrior. I like Protection Warrior too, but Warrior, Melee Hunter, and Protection Paladin. Those are my three favorite classes. And I mean, it's very difficult for me to level 1 to 60 without wanting to roll one of the other ones. So there's a good chance you'll see me leveling.
Need help?
You know, like multiple characters. What level am I? I'm level what, 31? What's a good 31? Darkshire? Sure.
Light bless you.
It just sucks that we have to wait till next week. Because, I mean, what are you going to do from now until then? I guess I'll play Star Citizen, huh? We should do the other poll too, though. You know what? I mean, I don't know. We could do. Warcraft, yeah, I have no desire to play Warcraft 2 or 3. No thanks. No desire to play Warcraft 2 or 3. Where is my... Battle stance, defensive stance, battle stance. I don't think I have Berserker stance yet. Let's see how the Fury Warrior feels. I haven't played this character in forever. And of course I come over here and everybody's dead. Let's see if I can even remember how to play this character. Oh my god. Do I have time? Look at that, I'm tanking him up.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
Nice, taking that mob up. Do I have any bandages? I think I do. Let's try to take this guy out with a two-hand weapon. Two-hand weapon's boring. Let's go to dual wield again. We're going fully defensive. Fully defensive. Where's shield wall at?
Lovely.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
We don't want to die. Are we gonna die? We're not gonna die when we get the shield, baby. You can't kill me when I've got the shield, but we probably should eat something. I don't want to kill my hardcore character, but... Oh! Level 32, nice. What else we got on this server? Let's see, we got, no, here's a paladin. I got level 14. My melee hunter. I actually have another melee hunter that I was leveling, believe it or not. My rogue, yeah. The warrior, warlock, druid. And then just some level 1s, mage. Good stuff. All right, guys, that's it. That's it for now. I don't really know. I mean, I don't want to like burn myself out. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna play too much WoW until until the server is launched next week. On Thursday. So we have to figure out what server to play on. Maybe I'll put a poll up for that as well. Like, what should I be on? Molten Core? Should I be on Onyxia? And then what class am I gonna play? I kind of want to play the melee hunter, but I really enjoy the warrior. I enjoy the paladin. They're all fun. They're all really fun. The warrior sucks at like low level, whereas I think the melee hunter, once you get your pet, can be a little bit more fun at low level because you have a lot of options. And then the paladin also kind of sucks at low level. I think the melee hunter is the most fun right away once you get to level 10, whereas the warrior and the paladin take a while to really kind of get to the point where they become really fun. Which is up in up in the 30s really. You got to be up like level 30, 35 before they really start to come online with their abilities that make them actually enjoyable, I think. So anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Everybody has a good one. Peace out.
To the end of the day, I have to stop, ask myself why I've done it. It just seems so useless to have to work so hard.